In continuation to our discussion about DPO's role as per GDPR, let's talk today about his position in the organization, what are the qualifications and skill sets he is expected to have, and what are his key functions. So, welcome to my YouTube channel where you have been regularly updated on the new contents on data privacy. Let's talk about the position of DPO as per GDPR. As per GDPR, this is an independent post. He should be reporting directly to the highest possible management in an organization and should get full support from that management because he has to perform a very important function, which is handling privacy for the organization. There is no management instruction that he should be provided on particular tasks. He is not working on instructions of the management. He is just reporting to the management. Of course, there has to be a guideline as to what are the tasks the organization is going to perform. But then he is not going to take instructions from the management in a sense that his role cannot get biased and cannot be defined by the management, because this is not something that everyone knows in the organization and can handle, unlike any other sales or finance kind of a role. He should not be dismissed or penalized for not being able to perform a particular task, or even especially for performing a particular task. He should be involved in all matters related to PII, which is very, very critical. It should not be that a new data processing activity has been started and the DPO is not available or not even aware of that. Just hiring a new employee, for example, is not something that a DPO should know. But if the organization decides that they are going to set up a contract with a third party to distribute birthday gifts to the staff members, then the DPO should know, because he is going to define the contract and activities, because the data processing of personal information is what we are talking about now. He is supposed to be bound by secrecy and confidentiality. He cannot disclose any internal business or privacy related information of your organization to an external agency until, of course, regulators need it. In fact, if you see, even if there is a breach and briefing is required to be given to the outside world, even then it is the senior management who is supposed to do it, and DPO is only supposed to guide them how to do it and what exactly is that they need to disclose to the world. And he should fulfill all his tasks without any conflict of interest. What are the qualifications? Now, this is not a post where you say I need a BE, BTech or an MBA person. But the qualifications over here for a DPO are very interesting. He should have a significant experience in working on the European Union and global privacy laws. He should have worked in IT infrastructure, because today, of course, and you would need a lot of help of IT in implementing anything, and even the same is true for privacy as well. And like we saw one of the case studies on breach, that there was a gap in the patch upgrade of the firewall that caused the breach, right? So he has to work with the IT guys to be sure about how they are doing, and he himself also has to have some knowledge, so some experience working in IT infrastructure, performing their audits, performing risk assessments as far as IT and security is concerned, is a good qualification, I also personally believe. He should get regular updated with legal and technical trainings, and should have worked in different business cultures. That's where it becomes easier for people to understand new types of businesses and new types of data processing activities. Now, when we say significant experience, GDPR expects at least 5 years of experience in these fields. As far as the skill set is concerned, he should have the capability of coordinating with diverse set of stakeholders, because privacy is going to be an expense. It is not a revenue generating mechanism. It's only a compliance. Many stakeholders believe why to spend money. So he has to be very, very careful and communicative with stakeholders, because he needs money to do the entire projects. Has to be capable of managing multiple projects at a time, coordinate with multiple parties and supervisors, because all the teams would have bosses, right? So maybe at his peer level, but yes, he has to have the capability of handling them, to be able to entertain their requests, to be able to communicate privacy things with them. And his audience is varied, right from stakeholders to the junior most employee in the organization, right? So his entrepreneurial skills, leadership skills should be very, very high. He should be a self-starter, and he should have the ability to gain knowledge in new fields IT as well as law, because new technologies are going to be implemented for his own functions, as well as he has to be careful when his organization is deploying a new technology, so that he can understand how it works and how can it impact the personal information of any of the employees or customers or any of the data subjects that they process. And he should have a record of engaging with emerging laws and techniques. He has to talk to the regulators also, right, apart from data subjects. Key functions, risk management is a key function that he has to handle. So he should be able to identify potential risks, prepare a mitigation plan, and develop a comprehensive breach response plan. He should be ready with a proper breach response plan, that if in case there is a breach, then he is able to answer back very quickly to the regulators as well as the data subjects. And to answer back, he has to first be able to identify the breach and prepare a mitigation plan. GDPR sets a timeline of 72 hours to answer back to the data subjects and the regulators. So he has to be dynamic enough to do that. He should work with IT to implement technical controls and with HR to build privacy culture. It's HR who trains or plans trainings for all the employees, and it's his DPO's job to work with them so that he can imbibe what are the obligations of any individual in any department while he is taking care of personal information of any of the customers or data subjects or whatever kind of personal information is being handled in the organization through that particular person. That's and then of course all of these things need to be documented, and a proper record keeping should be done to ensure that whenever required and referenced, the information is well available with the organization. That's what we have as essentials of DPO under GDPR. We'll continue our journey about DPOs with talking about other international compliances. So stay tuned with my channel, subscribe to my channel, press like and bell icon, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.